Today we will see something about the Cisco NATing. That NATing has many variety of NATing, which we can see that is one of the is like static NATing. In that static NATing, we will be able to see that one by configuring the 1841 router. It's a very basic NATing which I can do that. I'll be picking up a PC, then I will pick up one server, and I'll be configuring this server and the PC to talk to this through. They will be talking to this router. So I'll take up one of the switch here. Then I have one more switch on this. Then I'll connect this with the normal cable. Straight cable I'll connect with any port I can connect. I'm connecting the server and I'll be connecting the router. So the router fast Ethernet 00 has been connected to the inside of the network, means that is going to be the private address scheme which is been going to get configured. And on the outside, it's like FA01 will be on the outside. Let me configure this. Before that, let me make it as a bigger one so it's easier to see it. So this is inside. This is inside. And this one is going to be the outside. And let me configure the IPs of the servers. Server will be available on 202.111/24. The gateway, I'm going to keep it like 202.111.2, like that. So I'll configure the PC IP, that is 192.168.1.10/24. Then gateway will be like 192.168.1.1. So this IP will be 192.168.1.1 will be the gateway IP of this fast Ethernet interface. 00 interface, that is the inside IP, and the 202.112 will be the IP of the outside, that means the fast Ethernet 01 interface. Let me note it down here so it's easy. /24, I'll make it, and here let me push it in the top. And this one is like 202.112/24. As I can keep it. So now, as first, like let me configure the PC IP. I'll go to desktop, then I'll IP configuration. 192.168.1.10. 24-bit mask has been taken it already, ultimately. So you can check configuring the server configurations. It's a 202.111. And the gateway, I'll keep it like 202.112. This is the IP of the server. Now I need to configure the IPs on the router as well as NAT configurations also I need to do. So the configuration is going to be the static NAT. Let me write down here. Static NAT. Let me go to this router. Then I'll start this. It's asking for a initial configuration. I'll do Control C. I'll type it enable. Then I do the configuration. Then I'll give the host name as NAT. Then let me configure the fast Ethernet first. IP address 192.168.1.1. Sorry, I just need to give the masking. No shutdown. Then I'll configure the fast Ethernet 01. That is IP address 202.111. No shutdown. So now the configuration has been over. That IP addressing configuration has been over. Let us verify this configurations, whether it is done it properly or not. So now it has been done. So let me try to ping the PC as well as the server so that I can test the reachability. Ping 192.168.1.10. That is a PC IP. That is in the inside interface. Then I'll try to ping the server IP. That is, oh, I configured it wrongly. 202.112. Because this guy is 2 and this guy is 1. Now it will be right. Now let me go back to the router. Run. Now it's working. So I can able to ping them all, and so when we are going to do the NATing between this inside interface as well as outside interface, we may have to configure one of the IP that is going to be the 65.1.1.1. Any IP we can choose that because it's just a demonstration. I would like to take this IP as 65.1.1.1. This will be the address for the PC when it is trying to talk to the outside. Whenever it is going to the outside via the router, this will be the IP as a source address is going outside. The server will be getting the request from the 65.1.1.1, not from 192.168.1.10. Okay, let me configure this. Terminal IP NAT inside, so static. This is a keyword which we need to use. 192.168.1.10, then 65. This is the command. I just need to enter that to do the static NATing. And one more very important thing is that inside and outside interfaces need to be properly specified. When we are trying to specifying in the sense, we need to configure it properly so that the inside translations will be done on FA00. Outside translation has been done on FA01. So let me configure that. Interface FA00. It's a small mistake. IP NAT inside. Then interface FA01. IP NAT outside. So that's it. My configuration is over. Let me verify the config again once more. Host name I given as a NAT router. First Ethernet 00 I configured with the 192.168.1.1. 01 I configured with the 202.111. Server IP is 202.112. IP NAT inside source static 192.168.1.10. That is a PC IP 65.111. This is going to be the translated address. So I can verify by saying show IP NAT translations. So this is the inside global address, and this is the inside local address. It's the PC IP. Now, what we need to do, we need to go to the PC to verify whether the server is accessible or not. Let me go to the command prompt and type the command IP config. So I can see my IP as well as my gateway. Let me expand this. Let me try ping my PC, ping 192.168.1.1. I can able to ping that. So let me ping the server, ping 202.112. To the server. So I can able to ping that. Now I go back to the router to verify whether the translations are happening. Yeah, it is happening. Now it is an ICMP packet. The ping is used by the ICMP. ICMP is using the ping actually. So now it's 1.10 has been translated to 65.111, and we are able to reach the server. So I can even show you some more command, that is statistics. How many translations happened? It will be the count will be shown on this one. So this is our static NAT information. If you like this, you can go for a, you can just click on subscribe button and you can like it and you can share it with your friends. Thank you very much. Bye. Thanks for watching.